Ready to get moving? We're taking a deep dive into exercise tips today.
Awesome.
We're looking at a blog post today. It's called Top 42 Exercise Hacks from Zen Habits.
Oh, yeah. Zen Habits, I like them. They always have a good perspective, like really down to earth.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like super hardcore fitness stuff.
Right.
So it should be like fun to go through.
Yeah.
One of the first things that jumped out at me was this idea of starting slow.
Yeah.
And it seems so simple,
Right.
but they really emphasize it.
Well, and it's true. It's so easy to get caught up or like, I'm going to start exercising. And we just go crazy. Like we try to do too much too soon.
Yeah, we go from 0 to 60.
Right. Exactly. And then you end up either getting hurt or you just like burn out.
Yeah.
And then you don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah, or you're so sore you can't move for a week.
Yeah, exactly.
So they actually suggest starting with something as simple as walking.
Walking is so underrated.
Yeah, just to kind of ease into it.
Yeah, it's a great way to like just start moving your body,
Yeah.
without putting too much stress on it.
Right.
And then you can gradually increase, the distance you walk
Yeah.
or how fast you walk.
Yeah.
So your body can adapt.
Okay, that makes sense. So then this one kind of blew my mind. Forget about weight loss.
Yeah.
At least at first. What? I thought that was the whole point.
Well, I think a lot of people, they start exercising because they want to lose weight.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is, if you focus too much on the weight loss,
Yeah.
it can be really discouraging because weight loss is a slow process.
Yeah, it can take a while.
It can take a while.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so if you're only focused on that number on the scale, you're not going to see results right away.
Yeah.
And you're going to get discouraged.
Yeah.
And you're going to want to quit.
Yeah, like I worked out every day for a week,
Yeah.
and I've only lost like 2 pounds.
Exactly. So what Zen Habits recommends is to focus on just building the habit first.
Okay.
So just getting in that routine
Mm-hmm.
of moving your body every day
Yeah.
and enjoying it.
Yeah, I'm feeling good.
Feeling good.
Exactly.
Without that pressure of like, oh my gosh, I have to lose 10 pounds this week.
Right. It's like, did I move today? Check.
Exactly.
Okay, I can get behind that. So this is one for me because I totally relate to this. What about those of us who are intimidated by the gym?
Oh, lots of people.
I'm sure I'm not alone, right?
Yeah, not at all.
Like all those really fit people and all the equipment. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah. So Zen Habits, they have a solution for that.
Uh-huh.
Ditch the gym.
Okay.
You don't need the gym
No.
to exercise.
Right.
You can do it at home. You can do it outside. You can do it anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, I have a neighborhood.
I can go outside.
You can go for a walk. You can do push-ups in your living room. You can do crunches before bed.
Yeah, there's no excuse.
Right, there's no excuse.
It's like, I don't have time. Or I don't have a gym membership. It's like, no, you can walk.
All right, so this is a good one. Make it fun. I mean, that's kind of obvious. But, like, sometimes we don't, right?
We think of it as such a chore.
Right, we think of it as something we have to do
Yeah.
instead of something we want to do.
Yeah.
So it's important to find an activity that you actually enjoy.
Yeah.
So it's not a chore.
Like, I hate running on the treadmill,
Yeah,
but I love going for a hike.
exactly.
And it's like similar, I guess.
Right, it's getting your heart rate up, but one is enjoyable and one is not.
One feels like a punishment.
Right. So find something you like. If you like to dance, dance. If you like to swim, swim.
Ride a bike, whatever.
Whatever it is.
So I like this one. Lace up and just go. Like sometimes I feel like the hardest part is getting started.
It is. The hardest part is starting.
It's like, oh, I'm going to work out.
Yeah.
And then you just don't. You just don't do it.
You just keep putting it off. Yeah.
So they're basically saying, like, don't even think about it. Just put your shoes on and go.
Just go. Yeah. Action before motivation.
Yeah. Sometimes you just have to start moving. And then the motivation will come.
Okay. I like that. And I think this ties into that too. The 30-day challenge.
Mm-hmm.
I've done these and I think they're really effective
It can be.
because it's like you commit to doing something
Yeah.
every day for 30 days.
Is that accountability?
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like, oh, I don't want to break the chain.
You don't want to break the streak.
Yeah.
So it helps you stay consistent.
It really does. Okay. And then this is always good. Reward system.
Yeah. Who doesn't love a reward?
Right. Like if I do this, I'm going to get that.
Exactly.
So it could be like, I don't know, a new workout outfit.
A new workout outfit or a massage.
Or a massage. Or like a healthy, delicious meal.
Yeah.
Or even just like guilt-free time to like lay around and read a book.
Right. Exactly.
Something that you're going to look forward to.
Exactly. That's the key.
Okay. All right. So we've talked about easing in, finding something fun, rewarding yourself.
Hmm.
What about the 10% rule? What is that?
So the 10% rule, this is all about preventing injury.
Okay.
So it basically says you should only increase your workout time or intensity by 10% each week.
So if I run for 30 minutes this week, next week I should run for 33 minutes.
Exactly.
Okay.
So it's a gradual increase,
Mm-hmm.
which allows your body to adapt and get stronger.
Okay. So I'm not pushing it too hard too fast.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because if you increase too much too soon, you're more likely to get injured.
And this also kind of ties into another one that Zen Habits mentions, which is listen to your body.
Yes, so important.
Because sometimes, I don't know, it's hard to know, is this just me being sore or is this like I'm injured?
Right. You have to know the difference between soreness, which is normal after a workout,
Right.
and actual pain,
Yeah.
which is a sign that something's wrong.
So if I'm like hobbling around, it's probably not good.
Probably not a good sign.
Yeah.
So listen to your body. If
Okay.
you're feeling pain, stop. Rest.
Okay. Good advice.
Hmm.
All right. And then one last thing before we take a break, strength training. I thought that was just for like bodybuilders.
That's a common misconception.
Yeah.
Strength training is actually beneficial
Yeah.
for everyone,
Okay.
no matter what your fitness goals are.
So even if I'm like training for a marathon, I should be strength training.
Yes, because it helps prevent injuries.
Okay.
It makes you a stronger runner.
So like building up those muscles.
Building muscles, strengthening your tendons and ligaments,
Oh, wow.
which will make you a more efficient runner.
Makes sense.
It can also boost your metabolism, improve bone density.
Oh, okay.
Lots of benefits.
So strength training is a good thing. I'm getting a lot of good tips here.
Yeah, lots of good stuff.
All right, well, let's take a quick break and then we'll come back
Yeah.
and dive into some more of these exercise hacks.
Sounds good.
All right, we're back. More exercise hacks from Zen Habits. Let's keep going.
Okay.
This one, I've been guilty of this. Not eating before a workout.
Oh, yeah, that's a mistake.
Yeah. And then like halfway through, I'm like, I have no energy.
Yeah, you got to fuel your body.
Yeah. So what's the best thing to eat before you work out?
No, it depends.
Like carbs or protein?
Yeah, you want a good balance.
Okay.
Zen Habits suggests something like a banana
Mm-hmm.
or maybe some toast with peanut butter.
Okay. Yeah. That sounds good.
Yeah, something that'll give you energy but won't weigh you down.
Right. Okay. Not like a giant burrito.
No, not a giant burrito.
Okay. And speaking of fuel, hydration. They talk about that a lot too.
Yeah, hydration is so important.
And not just before a workout, right?
Throughout the day,
Okay.
because it helps regulate your body temperature, it helps transport nutrients to your muscles, and it helps flush out waste products.
Okay. So water is our friend.
Water is your friend.
All right. Motivation.
Yes.
That can be tough. So Zen Habits recommends finding a workout buddy.
Oh, I love that.
Does that really work?
It can, yeah. Having someone to exercise with
Mm-hmm.
can make it more fun.
Okay.
You know, you're more likely to stick to it if you have someone to hold you accountable.
Right. Like you don't want to let your buddy down.
Exactly. And you can encourage each other. You can challenge each other.
Right.
It's just more fun.
Yeah. Misery loves company.
That's right.
But so does working out.
That's right.
What if you can't find a workout buddy?
Well, there are other things you can do. Zen Habits suggests, like joining an online group, or even like posting your progress on your blog.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that public accountability can be really motivating.
Yeah. It's like you don't want to let all your followers down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if you know people are watching, you're more likely to stick to your workouts.
Okay. And they also suggest like an old school star chart.
Yeah, like when you were a kid.
Yeah, I remember those. Like gold stars.
Exactly. And it might seem silly, but it can actually be really motivating.
Okay. I like that. So
Yeah.
change it up. I get so bored doing the same thing all the time.
Yeah, variety is key.
Okay.
Not only does it prevent boredom, but it also challenges your body in new ways.
Right.
Which leads to better overall fitness.
So like, don't just run every day.
Right. Mix it up. Do some swimming, do some biking, maybe some yoga or Pilates.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Like keep it interesting.
Keep it interesting, exactly. And they also recommend signing up for a race or a competition,
Oh, yeah.
which can give you something to work towards.
Yeah. Like a goal.
A goal, exactly.
Yeah.
And it can also be really fun.
It's like a reason to like keep training.
Right. And you get to like celebrate your accomplishments
Right.
with other people.
Okay. I like that. So gear, this one's kind of tricky because they talk about like getting some cool new workout clothes or gadgets.
Right.
But then they also say like you don't need any fancy equipment.
Right, you don't.
So which is it?
Well, I think the point is
Okay.
The gear can be fun and motivating.
Yeah, like a new pair of running shoes.
Exactly. But it shouldn't be a barrier to entry.
Okay.
So if you don't have the money for a fancy gym membership
Right.
or a bunch of expensive equipment, that's okay.
You can still work out.
You can still work out. You can use your own body weight. You can go for a walk outside. You can find creative ways to exercise without spending a lot of money.
Right. Okay, that makes sense. So they keep coming back to this. Listen to your body.
So important.
Why is that so important?
Well, because your body will tell you when it needs a break
Oh, okay.
or when something's wrong.
Right.
So if you're feeling pain, don't ignore it.
Right.
Stop, rest, and figure out what's going on.
Okay, so that whole no pain, no gain thing, that's bogus.
Yeah, that's outdated.
Okay, pain is not good.
Pain is not good.
All right, and then for those of us who are, busy,
Mm-hmm.
they suggest trying to squeeze in workouts during lunch
Yeah.
or right after work.
Yeah, that could be a good strategy.
Okay.
If you can't find a big block of time to exercise,
Right.
just try to fit in shorter workouts whenever you can.
Like even 20 minutes is better than nothing.
Exactly. Even 10 minutes is better than nothing.
Okay.
It all adds up.
All right, and lastly, go for the long haul.
Yes, this is about sustainability.
Okay.
It's not about quick fixes or crash diets.
Right.
It's about making gradual changes that you can stick with over time.
So like this is a lifestyle.
Exactly. It's a
No.
lifestyle. It's not a race.
Okay. Good advice.
So be patient with yourself
Right.
and focus on building habits that you can maintain for the long term.
I like that. All right, well, let's take another quick break, and we'll come back and wrap up this deep dive into Zen Habits exercise hacks.
Sounds good.
All right, last part of our deep dive into those Zen Habits exercise hacks.
Okay.
So we've got all these tips. How do we actually make them work?
Well, one thing Zen Habits emphasizes
Yeah.
is setting intentions. Like, why are you exercising?
Oh, okay. So it's like, what's your goal?
Right. Are you trying to lose weight?
Right.
Or build muscle? Or just feel better?
Or run a marathon.
Yeah, or a marathon. So you need to figure out what you want to achieve, and then you can choose the right activities and the right approach.
Okay, that makes sense. So then this one's interesting. They suggest taking progress photos. It's
Yeah.
not for like Instagram or anything.
Right, not for social media, but for yourself.
Oh, okay.
So you can track your progress.
So it's like I can actually see how my body's changing.
Exactly. Sometimes it's hard to see the changes in the mirror, but if you take photos, once a month or something, you can really see the difference.
Oh, okay. I like that. So then this one seems kind of counterintuitive. They say to focus on exercise first and diet later.
Yeah, a lot of people think you have to do both at the same time.
Yeah, like change everything at once.
Right. But that can be really overwhelming.
Yeah, too much.
So Zen Habits says, focus on getting into a good exercise routine first, and then once that's established, you can start making changes to your diet.
Okay, so it's like one habit at a time.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. And then I feel like this is really important, and they talk about it a lot. Rest.
Yes, rest is crucial.
So like, are you saying I shouldn't be working out every single day?
You need to give your body time to recover. When you exercise, you're actually breaking down muscle tissue. So you need rest days for your muscles to repair and rebuild.
So if I don't rest, I could actually be like hurting myself.
Right. You could get injured or you could just burn out.
Okay. So rest is important. I'm getting that. Okay, so we've covered a lot. What's the main takeaway here?
I think the main takeaway is that exercise shouldn't be a chore.
Okay.
It should be something you enjoy, something that makes you feel good.
Right. I like that. It's like find your fitness bliss.
Exactly. Find what works for you
Yeah.
and stick with it.
All right. Well, that's it for our deep dive into Zen Habits exercise hacks. We hope you got some good tips and inspiration.
Yeah, definitely.
Remember, it's all about finding what works for you and making exercise a part of your life in a way that feels good.
Absolutely. And don't be afraid to experiment.
Yeah.
And try new things.
Right. And most importantly, have fun. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.